So people often ask, what is the end goal of the men's rights movement? What would it look like if the men's rights movement wins? What does winning look like and mean for the men's rights movement? And the answer is actually kind of very simple. The men's rights movement winning, the ultimate goal for the men's rights movement would be for the men's rights movement to not have to exist anymore. If we could solve men's issues and we could solve the issues that we're talking about, we wouldn't have to exist. And we wouldn't want to exist. Because being a men's rights activist isn't fun. It's not really enjoyable. You don't really get any benefits at all. You don't really get any privileges at all. It really doesn't make you many friends outside of the men's rights movement. And it definitely doesn't really help you in your professional or romantic or social life outside of the men's rights circle. So it's not a very beneficial thing to do or to be. So there's nothing I would love more than to wake up into a world where we no longer need the men's rights movement, and when the men's rights movement no longer means anything. But the fact of the matter is, the men's rights movement does mean something, because we do need it, because the things that happen to men and boys happen every single day. Boys are behind in education. Male victims of abuse are ignored and often blamed and even arrested and charged for the crimes that they themselves suffered. Baby boys are mutilated every single day all around the world. Men die younger, but they're given less healthcare research per capita per death. Men are conscripted and forced in the military against their will. Many countries have higher pension ages for men. Men get longer prison sentences for the same crime, and female offenders are often given no prison sentences at all for violently assaulting men, even male police officers. So the reason why the men's rights movement exists is not because we want to. Almost none of us want to be MRAs. We need to be MRAs because someone needs to say this and someone needs to do this, because if we won't, nobody will. And I think you'll find that if you go to any men's rights circle, this is pretty much the prevailing attitude. None of us are doing this as a hobby. None of us do this because we enjoy it. None of us do this because it's fun. Because it's not fun. And it's definitely not a hobby. And I don't, again, want to make this about being an anti-feminist channel, but when you compare it to feminism, what is feminism's long-term goal? They say they want equality, but women are already ahead of men in education. Girls are more likely to graduate, and women are more likely to go to college. But feminists still complain about education. Women are more likely to be employed, and young women now earn more than young men. And that article is from 2016, that's 7 years ago. But women still complain. Feminists still complain. So when you say feminism is about equality, what equality? Because they've reached that equality many years ago, and they're still pushing. They're still pressing for more. MRAs don't press for more. We press for equality. And it really just is that simple. Don't mutilate baby boys when they're born. Don't force 18-year-olds to go to battle against their will. Is that really so much to ask?